Hello everyone, Shatteredfriend Gaming here, and I'm bringing you a different video. Before we get on to the video, I just want to take a moment and say that, for the most part, I believe I'm going to be done making gameplay videos. No one's really watching them, so there's not a point for me to spend my time recording and uploading them when I can do something else that will probably bring in more views. So for the time being, I'm done, for the most part, making videos over games. I'm just done, period. I thought with Assassin's Creed I would get views because it's a newer game. I'm not getting any views from it, which is honestly a little bit flabbergasting. It makes, not flabbergasting, almost said a word that didn't exist, but it's a little bit confusing because I've done something like that in the past and I've gotten the views on it, but I wonder why I'm not getting the views this time. YouTube must have, from back in the past to now, must have changed how their videos pop up and all that, so I'm guessing that's the main reason why it's not working as I thought it would. But so yeah, pretty much the video that I'm bringing you today is actually game industry news. I mean, again, not many people who are subbed to me is into that type of stuff, but it's something that I'm interested in, and I can definitely see me putting more time behind. And more importantly, what I want to talk about is a new publishing studio called Private Division. Almost called it Project Division. I'm already getting the name wrong, but it's called Private Division, and it's owned by Take-Two, so the people who made Borderlands and the 2K series. And I'm really interested in this studio because unlike normal AAA studios, which keep the IP of whatever developer is developing the game for them, Private Division is actually going to allow these developers to keep their IPs. And I'll just give a quick example. There's a game that the name's still subject to change, but the game right now is called Project Right, which is pretty much an RPG of you hunting down some some creature from mythology, and it looks like a RPG horror game, and I'm super excited for it, like beyond stoked for it. If they do it how I think they're going to do it, the game's going to be great. But like I'm just using them as an example because they're wanting to keep the IP of their game so they can do TVs or serial, or just they can branch out and do other commercial aspects with it instead of just making it only a video game. So I'm excited mainly for that reason, is that this publisher, the Private Division, is actually going to allow developers to keep their IP, which is something absolutely unheard of really in today's gaming industry. And another reason I'm really liking it is because these are like small indie studios, and they're giving, the Private Division is giving these indie studios, I believe the ones who are doing a Project Right is Outsiders, or The Outsiders, something like that. But they're giving these indie studios basically AAA financing support, a huge array to basically a talent pool, so they can get really talented people on in their fold so they can make better games. And it's really all about the developer now and making fun games. That's why I'm really excited for it, because I can see this being a huge thing that absolutely just takes off, and I mean takes off. The only downside right now is none of these games are stated to release in 2018. Like, the earliest one is mid-2019, and that still could change. But I'm really excited just because of that whole entire main reason right there, is that the developers allowing, the publishers allowing the developer to keep their IP. That's just great, because now we're having AAA financing and the AAA talent pool coming to the indie scene, so they coined the term Triple I. We might see way better indie games from smaller studios, and like I'll just kind of name a few, like the original creator of Halo and Destiny, which I'm not a fan of Destiny. I don't know his name. I probably should know his name. He's actually moving over to this publishing division right here, which is great. He's making another sci-fi shooter So I'm excited to see that. It's called like V1 something, but that's probably also subject to change. They have the people who made Kerbal Space Program, which is a really, really great indie game. They're signing on with them. So I believe that will be like the first one we see with all the updates that they have, just releasing it for all consoles. I'm excited to see that. They also have Obsidian Entertainment, the creators of, more importantly, the original creators of Fallout, is going to join this program. So I'm excited to see that personally. I'm extremely excited to see that because that's just they made Fallout. I mean, yeah, it's not Bethesda Fallout, but they still made Fallout, and CRPGs are pretty freaking fun nonetheless. And there's another studio. I wish I knew all these names, but I don't know all these names. Like the one who made Kerbal Space Program, they're called Squad. The one who's doing I already named Obsidian and the Outsiders, and then there's the last one, and I can't recall their name. But anyways, yeah, like I said, I'm just super excited to see this, and I think this is going to be a really good financial move for Take-Two in general, because now sorry about that, guys. They've been going by like non-stop for some reason by my house for the past 3 hours. But I'm excited to see that because now we're having a AAA publisher moving into indie territory and giving them money, and it's gonna be good for the community. Maybe not for smaller indie developers. It could honestly ruin them, but at the same time, they have a chance now to join a publisher that will actually listen to them and release their games and allow them to keep their IPs. I don't know how big this publisher is going to grow right away. If anything, I can see them staying small until they start turning a profit with with the studios that they have. And I just overall think it's going to be a great move in general for the gaming industry. So yeah, in the future, I'm going to be covering more kind of industry news and just general news and whatnot. Maybe not general news, but just like more. I'm going to more try and shift my focus to the industry news because I like the industry, honestly. And like I said, gaming's really not taken off as much as I thought it would. But other than that, yeah, there's going to be some fundamental changes. I am going to send an email to all these developers in the private division, and hopefully they get back to me. So I'll keep you guys posted on that, but I'm coming up on the end of this video, and this has been Shatteredfriend Gaming. Thank you for tuning in, and hopefully this new direction will help my channel grow more than what it currently is. Alright, bye.